Hello and welcome to Coding from the Car, and today I want to talk about some useful things you could do with C#. Let's say there's a file that if you lost it, then it would really set you back. This is why many of us, including myself, have backups in several locations. Myself personally, I back up important files on a separate hard drive on my system and on an external. But man, it can really be a hassle trying to back up multiple files to multiple locations. In order to mess with the files, we need to be using System I/O. Next, set up two static strings. The two strings are the original file that we want to back up and the path that we want to copy the file to. This method doesn't require an already existing file, because that would be dumb and defeat the purpose of an effortless backup. There are two things you have to be sure of when coding your paths. First, make sure you type your paths instead of copying and pasting. Sometimes copying will throw an error for an unknown reason. I think there's some hidden formatting that carries over, but who knows. Second, make sure if you are using drive letters like C, E, or F, that the drive letters are lowercase. The program doesn't like capital letters when it refers to drives. If anything, I suggest copying the file path and putting it to the side in a comment. This way you can type the path without having to juggle windows. Code the path of the file you want to back up into a string, then the backup file's path should be the file's folder destination and the name you want to give the file. For example, here, backup location is the folder I created through File Explorer. Copied file.txt is the file I want to create and copy information to. Also, if it wasn't obvious, make sure the extensions of both files match. Next is as simple as making an if statement and letting system.io do all the work. Simply put, if file.exist with your backup file string as a parameter. If it does exist, we can copy the original file to the destination file using file.copy, making sure we set the third parameter to true so it will overwrite. If the file doesn't exist, then we need to create it in the else statement. We can do this by using file.create and using our backup file string as a parameter. And at the end of the create function, call the close function or it will throw an error. Once the file is created, we need to copy our data to it by using the same code we used as above. Setup is done, run your program, and it should work. As you can see, both files now exist and contain the same information. And if one is deleted or corrupted, you have another copy. I'll let you figure out in what ways you can use this to improve your life. First, before anything, set up a string array. It could be any array, it just has to be parsed as a string later. For example, let's say you have information that you need to save for later. If you don't have a way to save your info, when you close your app, it goes away. Maybe you have to take info from your app and turn it into a readable file. Using system.io is a great way to write to a text file. Simply set up your path like we did before. In the main function, write file.writeAllLines. This function creates a new file every time, or it will overwrite the existing file, meaning you can either suffice with one file or use date.time to have a unique file name each time. I chose to do the latter. I used toString to be able to format datetime into a more system-friendly path. WriteAllLines takes two parameters, the first being the destination, and the second being the array of information. And that's it. Run your program and it should work. What else is there to say? Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel frisky. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.